Oh, Sharon. It's just this little doll that reminded you of your clown nightmare. Now, come on. Let's not let a silly little toy spoil the nice time we're having, okay?
Yeah. Lunch was wonderful.
So are you. Come on. Time for your nap.
No, you know what? I'm really not sleepy. Let's go for a walk.
Oh, Eve said that you needed to rest.
No, there's no better medicine than being out with you on such a beautiful day.
All right. We'll go for a walk. Come on. I'll help you get in, well, dressed.
Hey, what if Antonio comes back and finds us together? Won't he be suspicious?
I'll just tell him that, I'm helping my sister-in-law get some fresh air, okay? And besides, in my heart, I know you're carrying my baby, and I want to take care of both of you, okay?
But Beth is definitely having your baby. And you're gonna have to deal with that.
I will. All right, now let's just have a good time, okay? Let's forget about our problems with Beth and Antonio.
Ethan, where are you taking me? What's the surprise you have?
You'll see when we get there, okay? But stay here. I want to make sure everything is perfect.
Okay.
Don't move.
I've been wary of surprises since Teresa landed in our lives. Always feel like she's out there somewhere scheming to take Ethan away from me.
Thanks for talking to Whitney. I know way a woman thinks, but when it comes to what goes through a guy's mind, not so sure.
Okay.
No. I would hate for Whitney to tell Chad that she's ready to get married if it would make him feel pressure and he'd back off. You know, I want those two to be together. It would restore my faith in love. So, we gotta do all we can to make sure that nothing comes between them. Whitney deserves to find happiness.
Trust me. Nothing is of more concern to me than Whitney's happiness.
Coney Island Red Hots.
Oh, well, thank you, Chad. Every once in a while, I do enjoy a good hot dog.
Thank you, baby.
I rarely get them at the house. Tabasco sauce? How did you know that I love Tabasco sauce in my hot dog?
You know, I didn't. I must have given you mine by mistake. You know, it's the only way I eat Frank's. Lots of Tabasco.
Really? I thought I was the only one.
Me too. It's funny, and
Yeah, it's funny.
there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
And cheers.
Cheers.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's really good. Both Simone and me like peanut butter and banana sandwiches, but our mom thinks that they're totally gross. You know, maybe it's because she was brought up with more refined tastes.
Yes, one would assume so, wouldn't one?
Maybe I got my taste for Frank's with Tabasco from my old man.
I wonder.
Maybe it's genetic. I mean, maybe wherever my pops is right now, he's eating a hot dog with Tabasco, too.
Eve has a son. What are you talking about, Liz?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really shouldn't have interfered.
Eve, what is going on? Why is Liz saying that you have a son?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Fox, you've become such a good friend. Not just to me, but to Chad and Whitney. You know, when I was growing up, all I dreamed about was marrying Ethan and being Mrs. Crane. I never thought that other Cranes would play such a big part in my life. You know, Sheridan, married to Antonio, but loving Luis, and maybe having his baby, and Julian, whom I loathe for trying to take my son away from me. And then there's you. You know, I thought that you were arrogant, conceited, self-serving when you first came home to Harmony, but you're much more than that.
Yeah. Handsome, witty, great in the sack.
Oh. And modest.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously. I think we're gonna be good friends for a long, long time. In fact, I think that Whitney and Chad are lucky to have a friend like you.
You know, I studied nature versus nurture in school, and I'm not sure liking the same food as a parent is genetic.
Nature versus nurture. I mean, that sounds like some lame boxing card.
Chad, if you'll allow me to elaborate, you see, some scholars believe that one's character is solely the manifestation of the genetic code, while others maintain that the environment that one is raised and nurtured in, life experiences, form the basis of an individual's character.
Well, I hadn't had as much schooling as you and Whitney, but I do know that sometimes parents and kids are so much alike, it's got to be more than just hanging around the house together.
Mm-hmm. Well, the differences can be very telling as well. Trust me, I know from personal experience.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Crane. I didn't mean to bring up a topic that would make you feel bad.
Yeah, we know it was hell for you finding out that Ethan was Chief Bennett's son, not yours.
Thank you for being so concerned about my feelings, but I'm fine. I dealt with Ethan not being a Crane when the whole sordid truth came out. It's in the past. 20-odd years of unspeakable deceit, and then the numbing reality is water under the proverbial bridge. Ethan did have some Crane characteristics, though. Stunning good looks and amazing physiques. But I'll tell you something. Truthfully, when I learned that Ethan was a Bennett, it explained a lot of his behavior. It was his mannerisms. If you look at Ethan and his father now, even though Chief Bennett wasn't around when Ethan was growing up, obviously they are father and son.
Well, we still hope we didn't make you feel bad in any way.
Well, I'm fine about it. Okay. When it comes to the argument of nature versus nurture, I must say I come down on the side of nature, because I truly believe that a father and son will share similar traits even if the father wasn't around when the child was growing up.
Anybody up for another dog?
Yeah, I'd love one, but this round's on me. Remember, lots of Tabasco sauce.
No problem.
Thank you.
My son?
You see, Liz, it's obvious that Eve doesn't know what you're talking about. I admit we wanted a third child. A son. I mean, every man wants to have a son. I remember when Eve was pregnant, we were, oh my God, we were so happy that we were going to be parents. We were on top of the world. We were in awe of what we had created with our love. Mind you, a son would have had a special place in our heart, but the good Lord didn't give us one. No, Liz, Eve and I do not have a son.
Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing? No, please, somebody! Help, he's taking my baby! No! My baby! My baby! No!
Well, I will be glad when all this drama in everyone's life is over and Luis and Sheridan and Whitney and Chad and Ethan and I can be together.
Well, Teresa, you never cease to amaze me. You still think you and Ethan are gonna end up together?
Yes.
Yes. And the fact that he's married to Gwen, who's about ready to have his baby, doesn't faze you?
No. I'm convinced that Ethan and I have a future together with my little boy.
Even though Julian's trying to get permanent sole custody of that little guy?
Not that I don't have my doubts, Fox, because I do, but I mean, I can't give in to them. I have to believe that one day Ethan will be mine.
Where did Ethan go?
Hey.
Oh, hey.
What's wrong? It was only gone a second. What, did something scare you?
How could I be afraid of anything when I'm in your arms? I just missed you, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready for your surprise?
I can't wait.
All right, come on.
What's wrong?
Just never dreamed that our lives would be so complicated. You know, Antonio not knowing about us. That I may be carrying your baby. The fact that someone's trying to kill me. And that Beth is carrying your child.
All right, all right. Today's for us, okay? Let's not think about our problems.
You're right.
What?
Just looking at you. In your eyes, the love that I see in your eyes. It just makes me forget about everything but you. I love you so much. So very much.
And I love you too. And the baby?
If it's your baby.
Oh, it is.
Just think, our first son or daughter.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either one, but,
I know. A man always wants a son.
Oh, hey, thank you, Chad. Good. Just the right amount of Tabasco. Perhaps we should eat elsewhere.
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Gray. That those kids are a gang, that they're gonna shoot up the place any minute.
That thought had crossed my mind.
You don't have to worry. You're with us. You'll be okay.
But would I be okay if I weren't with you and Whitney?
That's the same as wondering if we'd be okay walking on the Crane grounds without you.
Point taken. Prejudice is still a sad fact of life.
Those kids aren't a street gang. They're street musicians.
Oh, wow.
Indeed they are.
Oh, they're tight. You mind if I take a look?
No, baby, go ahead.
Yeah. Tight. You truly love him, don't you?
Yeah. You know, I was wondering, Mr. Crane, if I could ask your help with something.
Well, of course, if I'm able.
I really want to help Chad find his parents. Do you know how I could go about doing that?
You know, it's funny that you should ask my help in finding Chad's parents, because recently I've been trying to find a son myself.
So you do have a son that you've been looking for. Well, with whom?
You wanted a son, TC?
We both did. But it never happened. After Whitney and Simone were born, Eve had problems conceiving again, so we even went to a fertility specialist, but that didn't do the trick.
You must have been heartbroken.
I think it was more disappointing for me than it was for her. I wanted a son that I could coach football with and play baseball with. I always dreamed that my son would sign a letter of intent and go to Boston College. probably why I focus on coaching Whitney. Because she understands and loves sports the way that I do. I guess Whitney took the place of the son I never had.
I'm sorry that I didn't give you a son, TC.
Sweetheart, it's okay. Whitney and Simone, they are perfect in our lives.
But TC, if you had a son,
Well, maybe life would be a little bit more perfect, but
TC, if only my having a son could make life more perfect.
sweetheart, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, there's still so much in the way of you, Ethan, and your little baby becoming a family. I mean, for starters, Julian's trying to get sole custody of the little guy.
Well, I won't let that happen.
Okay, well, I mean, let's just say for the sake of argument that you get to keep your baby. Okay, what about Ethan? I mean, he's still married to Gwen, right? With a baby on the way.
Yeah, but Ethan only married Gwen out of guilt for getting her pregnant.
Ethan's loved Gwen since they were teenagers.
Maybe, but Ethan loves me more.
Well, even so. I mean, I grew up in the same house as Ethan. Okay, we may have turned out to be half-brothers, but trust me, when it comes to marriage and when it comes to children, he's as committed as they come. I mean, he's never going to leave Gwen and his baby for you and your baby because he's just too noble for that.
Yeah. Ethan is a noble man. It's one of the reasons I love him. But he's also a man who follows his heart. And somehow, someday, his heart will lead him back to me.
Can I look now?
Okay.
Oh, Ethan, oh, Ethan, this is wonderful.
It's all for you. And the baby.
You really do love me and the baby. You're not gonna leave us.
I didn't mean to give you the impression that I was looking for my son. Perish the thought. I mean, I know where Fox and little Ethan are. I meant that I'm helping someone else look for their son.
Oh.
You know how I feel about Chad, right? He's nothing like any man I've ever met. I mean, look how interested he is in those kids and the music they're making. He'll probably even give them a chance to do a demo or something. That's how passionate he is about reaching people with his music. His, mine, or, as you can see, other artists. He's been so wonderful to me. I want to do something for him. I really want to help him find his parents. But we've hit dead ends with everything that we've tried ever since he came here to Harmony. And I'm just wondering if you could help me find a fresh start.
Well, birth records, hospital records?
No, we've already tried that, but we've come up completely empty.
But not all pertinent records are on file, and dead ends are par for the course.
Yeah, but I don't care. I just want to help Chad find his parents. I know that it's gonna change everything for him, but I'm convinced that in the end, he'll be happy to know who his mother and father are.
Honey, I never knew not having a son affected you so much.
I wanted to tell you, TC, I just never knew how. You wanted to tell him what, Eve?
Liz, it's obvious. Eve felt guilty for not being able to give me a son. Honey, it's all right, okay? I mean, Whitney and Simone are beautiful. I mean, we have a wonderful life together. Until Chad came along.
There hasn't been a single day that I haven't wished that we had a son.
Sweetheart, what can I do to ease your pain, honey? Baby, I remember when you were pregnant and we were going to be parents. We were so happy. I probably went on and on about having a boy, but I wasn't trying to pressure you. I wasn't.
No, TC, why would you say that?
Well, anytime that I mentioned that the baby might be a boy, Eve just started to cry. And then after Whitney and Simone were born, Eve was so protective of our kids that she insisted that the cradle stay inside the hospital room, with the doors locked. I mean, she was almost paranoid. Sweetheart, what can I do?
You know, as painful as it may seem, I think the only way to help Eve is to have her admit the truth. Unburden yourself, Eve. Tell TC about your son.
You are my passion for life.
Gwen, why would you ever think that I would leave you with a baby?
Well, and sometimes I still think that Teresa's a threat to us.
Is this about me helping Teresa with little Ethan's custody case? Because my role is limited to behind the scenes.
I know, and I agreed to it. It's still, I mean, sometimes I wonder if you're with me because you love me or just because I'm carrying our child.
My God. I hate that I've done anything to ever make you doubt my love for you. And this ring. With this ring I thee wed, forsaking all others, till death do us part.
Thank you. Thank you for reassuring me.
I'm your husband, and I love you. And that baby is living proof of that. Okay, now, I have to show you something. Okay, come here.
What is that?
This is an electronic name book. Okay, so I already put in our last name, and so when we choose the first name for the baby, you can hear what it sounds like. Watch, I'll show you.
Stephen William Winthrop.
It's amazing.
It's cool, huh? Yeah, go ahead, you try one.
Patricia Catherine Winthrop.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
How beautiful.
I'll say. Well, what's going on here?
This is my surprise mother-to-be celebration for Gwen.
Oh.
Isn't this wonderful?
Fabulous.
Well, we don't want to intrude now.
No. Don't be silly. Stay. Eat.
Actually, Sheridan and I just ate at the cottage. Sheridan and I couldn't eat another bite.
Really?
I am so excited that Ethan did all of this for me and the baby.
Little cakes.
I mean, sometimes I still wonder, you know, if he wants to be with Teresa.
Oh, Chinese food.
But then I think of all the effort he put into doing this for me and the baby, and my doubts about his love just disappear.
Oh, chocolate for days.
It's so good.
You know, you're lucky, Gwen.
Don't
Really?
I know it? Don't I know it? Teresa is finally out of the picture.
Ethan and I will be together again. That's all there is to it.
Look at yourself, Teresa. You're like a little Don Quixote, fighting incredible odds and never giving up. I don't get it.
Well, you're not supposed to.
And why is that? Because I'm a guy?
No. See, you can't understand my love for Ethan until you find true love yourself. Oh my. Now I know that someone's caught your eye. It's that mystery woman. And once attraction turns to affection and affection turns to love, you'll get what it's like to be consumed with someone, to love them so much it hurts.
Something about him moves me, the way that he softly softly speaks my name. The way his love is such a gentle rush, like a quiet morning.
Voices like an angel's.
There's that look again.
What look?
Love struck. Who are you thinking about?
But just, I'm not thinking about anybody.
Oh, liar, liar, heart of fire. Fox, you are falling in love. The question is, with whom?
You looking sexy, dancing, ma. Probably look better when I dance with y'all. Like that. Come on, ma, you're killing me. I know you're feeling me, revealing your body, the sign you're killing me. You looking sexy, dancing, ma. Probably look better when I dance with y'all. Like that. Ma, you're killing me. I know you're feeling me, revealing your body, the sign you're killing me. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like your sound.
Yeah, man, whatever.
Oh, I get it. Y'all don't think I'm for real, right? The truth is, you guys remind me of 50 Cent. He's got this new track on his new album. Oh, y'all see.
What you know about CDs that ain't out yet?
Well, I surf the web just like you guys.
From the music business?
Hey, he's the brother that runs the Crane recording studio.
You a Crane?
Do I look like a crane?
Right, he's Sheridan Crane's twin brother, yo. You know?
So, what do you guys call yourselves?
Independent.
All right. So independent. Can we get another tune?
Blaze this track real quick, yo.
Right here. Yeah, right now. Come on. What? Hey, yo, I slide by with the positive vibe about how
Well, you know, since Chad thinks he's from Harmony, you have a good place to start your search. With so many false leads and dead ends, at least you know where not to look.
I want to help Chad find his parents for both his sake and mine.
Where's that?
Well, you know, Crystal, that singer who was shot, made it sound like Chad's father was prejudiced. Now, maybe she was wrong, or maybe Chad's parents have changed since then. Maybe they're respectable people that my family would actually know.
So you hope that if they were, that Chad would be more suitable to your parents.
Yeah. I mean, Chad's a good person, and I'm sure that deep down Chad's parents are good people too. Refined, maybe even wealthy. And if they were, my folks may be able to give our relationship their blessing.
Well, perhaps, but don't get your hopes up. As you said, it's proven most difficult to find Chad's parents thus far. His mother and father could be right in front of you, and you wouldn't have a clue.
I know, I actually did think of that. I mean, I could have spoken to Chad's mother or father and didn't even know it.
Damn it, Liz, where's this coming from? About Eve's son. We already told you we don't have a son.
TC? Why did Eve make these?
Because she was pressured by me and I didn't realize it. All right? Eve made those hoping to give me a son. Honey, I am so sorry. I mean, I am not disappointed that you gave me two beautiful girls instead of boys.
You know, TC, maybe there is more to this than you realize. Maybe there's something missing.
Liz, what's missing? Huh? My wife was pregnant twice, and both times we had girls.
Yes, TC, that's right. Eve was pregnant twice that you know of. But why would she have made these blue baby booties unless...
Unless there was another pregnancy. Eve, is Liz right? Was there another pregnancy that I didn't know about?
I'm sorry I upset you. Ethan's surprise just Got me so excited I forgot all about your problems with Luis and Antonio.
Don't forget about Beth being pregnant. You can add that one to the list.
I hate that you were in the situation you're in. You don't deserve this.
I don't know. Maybe I do. You know, if we had told Antonio about us months ago, like Luis had wanted to, none of this would have happened. But you know what? I didn't, so I just have to make the best of it.
Hey, is everything, all right?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful day. Gwen and I are with the men we love, and there is tons of food. How could it not be great?
Well, then you ladies, you won't mind if Luis and I go pass the old football around a bit?
Yeah, Ethan says that he's got some moves from prep school, but I'm gonna show him that Harmony High has got the best playbook in New England.
Well, please be our guest.
More food for us.
Sheridan, if there's anything I can help you with, please let me.
Thanks. But you know what? Just knowing that you and Ethan got through everything, even with all the problems that Teresa caused, it just gives me hope that I can be as happy as you are someday.
Look, in a perfect world, Teresa would vanish off into the night, never to be heard from again. But, you know, just short of that, I mean, Ethan has gone out of his way to let me know that he is committed to me and our baby. And I just wish you and Luis, you know,
So
could
do
talk.
I. So do I. But Luis and I promised that we would just forget about our troubles and enjoy the day together.
Well, it is a wonderful day, and we are with the men we love, and all is well with the world.
So who are you in love with?
Why do you keep asking me that?
Why won't you just admit it? It's all over your face.
You know what? I've changed my mind. It's too nice outside to stay inside. Let's go for a walk or something, you know? Here, come on, let's go. Come on, maybe we'll run into Whitney and Chad or something.
Okay, I'll go along with this avoidance tactic this time, okay? But you can't hide your lady love's identity from me forever.
Huh. You'll find out it's Whitney soon enough.
Can you give me some specifics on how you're helping the couple you know find their son?
Well, I'm checking the internet for information, you know, public birth records and the like. Crane Securities is helping with the search, and,
Oh, you know what? If you want to, I can ask my mom if she knows someone at the hospital that could help you out.
Well, I appreciate your offer, but it's best if you don't get involved. The couple, they want to keep their search as discreet as possible. For if and when they find their son, both of their lives will be changed forever.
Eve, is there something you never told me? Was there another pregnancy?
I think your husband is going to get the truth out of your former lover yet. And when he does, and when your tawdry past with Julian finally comes out, he's going to despise you and divorce you and devote himself to his new life with me.
Tell me, Eve, were you pregnant with a third child?
This is the woman we love.
Yeah.
You gotta protect them.
And that's why we're not gonna let anything happen to them or our children.
You got that right.
Go.
Hit me.
Isn't this heaven?
Both of us, with the men we love, both having babies.
Do you remember when we were younger and we would just dream about this moment, about having babies and raising them together?
I'm starting to actually feel like our dreams can come true.
Got so dark all of a sudden.
What is going on?
I don't know.
What's happening?
I don't know. Look at that dark cloud. It just came out of nowhere.
This wind is so cold.
Maybe this is is a sign, Gwen. Maybe it's an omen of things to come.
One day, Ethan and I, you, and your true love will be taking a walk right here after a nice dinner out.
You think so, do you?
Just admit that you're in love. Please, just give me that much.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I met someone since I came home to Harmony. Maybe.
Okay, who is she?
I'm not saying, okay? So just stop asking me.
Oh, okay. Okay, just tell me this, all right? Do you think I'll like her?
Oh, you're gonna be great friends. Closer than you can possibly imagine.
It's a shame the people that you're helping find their son can't even tell anyone that they're looking for their child. By keeping that a secret, it lessens their chances of actually finding them. I mean, who knows who could know details that might be able to help them?
Well, secrecy does make the search more difficult, but they have no choice.
Why don't they?
It's a most delicate situation. If these people told anyone they even had a son and were searching for him, it would be the end of their life as they know it.
Eve, is it true? Was there another pregnancy, one that you didn't tell me about?
I can't imagine what else would explain Eve making these.
Sweetheart, does this mean that you were pregnant once and didn't tell me?
Yes, Daisy. Daisy, it's true. I did have another pregnancy. I had a baby. I had a baby boy. I had a son, Daisy. I had a son.
I don't doubt that Beth is in love with Luis. It just seems so convenient that she wound up pregnant.
He is my son, and don't you even try to take him away from me.
I'll not allow you to keep me from my son. No one will do that to me ever again.
I had a son, and it's time that you knew it.
NBC Monday, Three's Company. It was America's favorite comedy.
The ratings are huge.
But behind the comedy
Let's try it with John and Joyce behind the sofa. We're not Suzanne's set dressing.
was a whole lot of drama.
We want $150,000 an episode.
Your husband is gonna ruin your career.
The Three's Company the audience never saw.
We can't sign a deal with a rival network.
I don't want stardom. I want superstardom.
Behind the camera, the unauthorized story of Three's Company. NBC Monday, 9/8 Central.